Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our sermon teaser this week. It's the last sermon I'm going to be preaching on legacy. Andy's going to be following up a Memorial Day weekend with a really special service about our mission and the going out aspect of legacy. But in preparation for this week, I have a couple questions for you. What did you wear last Friday? Or how about this one? What did you eat Monday for lunch? If you're like me, I've got no clue. And I'd really have to strain my mind to come up with some kind of, and maybe I'd try and find a picture of what I was wearing or something like that. But for the most part, I'd have no clue. And yet, those clothes that I wore and that food that I ate were both gifts of God, demonstrations of His goodness and His love for me. So why is that important? Why do I ask you those questions? Well, the simple fact of the matter is this: we as people do something, and that something is we forget. We forget things, and sometimes that's a blessing, but there's a downside to it. And the downside is this, is that when God does stuff and His goodness flows over our life and we don't remember and reflect on it, man, it's as though it didn't happen. And so as we think about that, there's something as legacy relates to it, and it is the recollection of what God has done, and it is the retelling of what God has done. And those things have to be regular parts of the believer's life if that believer is to leave a legacy. Because remember, we've covered this. A legacy isn't about you being the best you, it's about God living through you. And it's about His blessings, power, and presence affecting your world. But if you don't recall that and you don't retell that, your legacy is going to be lacking. We're going to be digging into that this Sunday. Our passage is going to be Deuteronomy chapter 11. You're welcome to take a look at that ahead of time. I'm excited to dig into it with you on Sunday. See you then.